Good afternoon. The sun is shining right in my face through the skylight. I think it was during the COVID we put all new skylights. I had all new skylights put in the building that were all leaking and not doing good, and it was a real bummer, and they were all dark and miscolored from being installed like 30 years ago. So we got them put in, and now when the sun shines through, it actually heats you up because they're so clear. But I wanted to say hello, Chris Nordine here. This is a Gathering Point live glass blowing show, and we are the Glass Academy outside of Dearborn, Michigan, right outside of Detroit, about 15 minutes outside of Detroit, right by the airport. And we've been in this building since 2003, and we were down in Detroit, in Southwest Detroit, for 14 years before that, blowing glass down there. And we are excited to have you folks all checking us out. This is Jacob here, my son.
It's me.
He's, if you're new, he's definitely part of the show. We've got a whole crew of people here doing it up, and we are excited to have a sweet show tonight. We started it during the pandemic, and tonight's show 162. So that's it.
Just looking for the "what does this tool do" sign, but I can't find any of the signs around here.
Well,
So
every week we describe a tool and show you what it is. And is that what it's going to be right there, Jake?
no, I was thinking this is what it would be right here.
Oh, these?
Yeah.
You guys could take a guess and put it in the feed. I'm looking right here. Julie, what's happening?
Yeah.
Kelly, what's up? Sam, Mary Lou, Nicole, Carol, everybody's on. Joyce, what's up? This is the tool of the day. And it's interesting because anything that assists in glass blowing is a tool. It doesn't have to be a tool like a monkey wrench or a screwdriver, but these are fire brick. And I can tell you what, through many, many years of experience, I can tell you the temperature of what these are, what they're rated for. And we got two different ones. This is a 2200 degree piece of fire brick, which is just a broken off piece. And this is looks like about a 1800 degree fire brick. And this one's a broken piece as well too. And we use them for a lot of different things around the studio. But most importantly, most of our equipment, like the annealing ovens that heat up to about 1,000 degrees and anneal all the glass that we're working on, they're built out of these fire bricks. The 3,000 degree, or actually 2,800 degree bricks are lined in the glory hole in the heat source, and the furnaces are all made out of fire brick. So different temperatures are used for different reasons. So that's a pretty nice synopsis of today's tool, which is the fire brick. Now remember to make a mental note, write that down, show 162. You might get asked what the tool of the day was for show 162.
Might get asked.
And you might get asked. It could be a contest of some
out
kind.
At the grocery store, and all of a sudden someone said, show 162.
If you went into Myers, which is a local Michigan grocery store, and they had a contest that said, if you were watching the Gathering Point, show 162, you could win $1,000 shopping spree.
Whoa.
If you knew the answer. It could happen.
It would be pretty cool to have some sort of like the giveaway question has to do with that. And there's some sort of raffle for who can remember, get the best number in the chat at the time.
Yeah,
But,
because people can't go back. They have to know
I
it.
gotta know it in the moment.
A lot of our glass addicts know a lot of the facts. You guys are out there and you know what's going on, and they answer a lot of questions for everybody. Bill, what's happening? Dave, what's up? Lisa, Pat, Amy, nice to see you guys. Glad you're signing on.
Seattle. I love Seattle when you're watching because there's so many glass blowers in Seattle. It warms my heart that people from Seattle are watching us.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to be doing a warmer-upper today. We always start our shows with a warmer-upper. Jake was blowing glass all day. I was doing all kinds of other stuff today, getting ready for my gallery open in Ann Arbor. So guys, keep your eyes and brains open for information on that if you're local, because we are going to be having the grand opening on the 20th of the month, which is 2 Fridays from now. Had to put that plug in there a little bit.
Yeah, no,
What?
that was
It's okay. They might. and they're going to learn more about it. That's for darn sure. But we're going to be doing a warmer-upper, and we're going to come over to the board. So you want to switch me over to Dennis, the Dennis cam? Bam! Now we're on Dennis cam. What's up? All right, Dennis is doing good out there today, folks. Yeah, the Dennis cam. Here's our board, and it shows you the show, the gathering point, show 162, and we have all the social media platforms that we're on. And you guys, it really helps if you share your link. And what a lot of people don't understand is that when you share a link or you post something on Facebook, if you have 2,000 friends, only about 50 of them see that. But if you share it again, like if you say to yourself, well, I share there every week. Well, every week, 50 other people get the share. It doesn't go to the same people, so they're not getting tired of you sharing it. So share the feed for us, spread the word. Organic marketing is the way it goes.
Organic.
Yes, that's a really good word, you guys.
No pesticides.
No pesticides. Number one, the warmer-upper. We're going to do a cool new product that Jake and I developed. It's called the Color Splash, and it is a sweetie. So, I mean, Jake, you can do it if you want, or if you want me to warm her up, or I'll do it.
I made plenty today. You go ahead.
Huh?
I made plenty. My mic's not on. My mic's on.
Oh boy, we got mic action. That's all right though, guys. Come on over here with me, Dennis Cam. Follow me over here. We got some no colors out, so let me choose some bright colors for the dealio. It's something you're gonna want to see.
Put all the colors away because that's a cool process.
You can see it pulsate, you guys. Watch.
Pulsating. There it goes.
Whoa. Kind of hurt myself doing that a little bit. Felt weird in the eyes.
Careful with that.
So I'm getting a really beautiful coral red because I want this thing to be bright. I want it to literally be jumping out of the garden right on you. So if you imagine like a miniature meteorite flying out of the sky, imagine that everybody right now. It's coming down, it goes into your garden area, hopefully it doesn't destroy any plants, and hits a big old thing of moisture, and bam, all this beautiful color sprays out. Yep, it's gonna be amazing. So I got one nice color orange. What else am I gonna put in there? I think I'm gonna go with some really tasty opaque green and a little bit of something fancy. A little something fancy for some depth. How about some perps? I think that might be good enough. Just a little white, maybe. White's always nice to add into a collage of colors because it really like absorbs the bright color and then throws it right back in your face. And luckily it won't be liquid or anything, so it won't like stick on your face and be like messy. It's gonna be permanently in the piece. So literally it won't stick on your face. I know Jake was worried about that a little.
All right, so
Phones are a little blurry, folks.
we're
Not
not sure
mine.
why.
Not sure why. Could be just breeze.
Oh, it is the breeze.
Come on over here, Dennis. Gotta light the pipe warmer here so that we can preheat all these pipes. So every time that we need a bit or we're gonna start another piece, the pipes are already red hot because it definitely slows you down a lot when you're blowing glass if you have to grab a cold blowpipe and go sit around for like 6 or 7 minutes and heat it up red hot. If you gather molten glass on the end of a cold blowpipe, one, it has a really hard time sticking to the end of the pipe. Two, the pipe sucks all the heat out of the glass and it's not really good and liquidy, real buttery anymore. It totally ends up being stiff and no good. So we don't want that. That's right. So
Michigan, we got a lot of typical Glass Academy addicts watching, and we got some new names I saw that I'm not quite familiar with, but let us know where you're watching from. I see from Tennessee over here. I saw Ohio a little bit earlier.
Tennessee,
and That's pretty good. Familiar names. Someone's asking why we're not wearing flip-flops today.
Well, I wasn't blowing glass all day, but if I was blowing glass all day, I'd have my flip-flops on.
I was, but I actually changed just for the show, for the heck of it.
Put your
Felt like
boots
it
on?
might get crazy around here tonight or something. I saw a giant pergola read on the board, and I was like, better put some shoes on tonight.
Yeah, Michelle's already, it used to be we would totally have choice of doing whatever the giveaway we want, but somehow today, Michelle got all excited and wrote giant pergola reed, and now we're making a giant pergola reed, so it's going to be like 4 feet long.
I didn't get all excited. I
didn't?
planned this out on Monday when I wrote up the marketing for the week. It was
Well,
nothing to
you
do with
maybe
now.
did get all excited and worked up about it, and you were really just feeling creative and excited about
Are
it.
you doing it as a warm-up?
No, I'm doing a color splash.
It might be nice to do as a warm-up because
We already talked about it, and I picked... Huh?
Huh?
What now? Just keep it moving, folks.
We did a
can't
mic
be
switch,
changing
quick
it.
mic switch from tech support there. Hopefully this sounds maybe a little bit better for you guys. If it was my mic, I'm not sure, but let's see what happens, folks. And if anything, just remember, and if you're brand new to the show, go back about 50 shows or go back about 100 shows and
Just go back 150 shows.
if anybody thinks anything is weird here tonight, it has nothing to do with the way things were. Because we've been through it here at the Glass Academy. Streaming, microphones, in all this technology in a hot shop.
Pipes breaking in half right in the middle of doing a demonstration.
Jeez. Explosions, bathroom breaks in the corner, all kinds of craziness.
It wasn't pretty. I'll never live that one down.
Oh,
Well, I hope
man.
everybody is having a beautiful evening out there right now.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's contemplating on buying some crypto because it's down pretty low.
Oh yeah, and all the stocks, folks. If you're from America, and I don't know how the rest of the world's doing, but America is in the dumps when it comes to stocks. But that's a beautiful buying opportunity, folks.
But if you invest in the Glass Academy, you get a lifelong, beautiful piece of glass supporting an American-made company. And it's a
Family-run
keepsake.
business.
You can pass it on.
And there it is, folks. $4.99 a month, our YouTube subscription.
What I really came over to say was, I asked if anyone knows how to fix a mic, and I know I spelled it M-I-K-E. I meant to do M-I-C.
Oh, you meant to do it that way?
As soon as I walked away,
I had
I'm
to
like,
come
wait, that
over
was
here and
wrong.
correct that.
What did she mean to do?
She meant to spell Mike, M-I-C, but she spelled it like Mike, our good friend.
Michelle's rocking the sandals. Check it out.
Big time.
That's what I just asked.
You
her.
were
I said,
on the farm today, weren't you? Working on a farm?
working on a farm.
Down on the farm. We could
All
sing a
right.
song about the farm.
We're looking good, folks. Dunking heads in water. It is dunking season. It's coming
You
right
know
up.
who needs to do it, don't you?
Dennis?
I'm pointing right through the camera at Uncle Dennis, and I'll tell you what, he has not dunked it, but he's going to need to do a dunk, and I think Sam might need to do a dunk too.
I would do a
someday.
dunk again this year. Sam gave a big nod of approval.
She's like, yep, I'd love to do it. I was like, really, Sam? All right.
so nice when we can talk for everybody behind the camera.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I added a really nice triple layer of that coral red. So this thing is bright as can be.
Dave was asking about an orange. You weren't using an orange here. It looks like you got red, green, and white, correct?
Watch this. I'm going to put white in the center of the splat.
I'm watching.
Bam. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the green on the outside edge of the dealio here.
The what? Oh, he's actually getting pretty involved with this color pattern here, folks. This is a really interesting product, folks. It's not like any other product we make in the sense that it is so organic and so letting the glass do what it wants to do. There's a certain amount of control we can have on this, but there's also a very large amount of we need to kind of just turn the pipe slow and take it easy. So you're seeing Chris setting it up. The setup is everything. You can't be too sloppy with it. It's got to have the correct heat, full through the core. And this is one of the products that we debated. We debated whether we were going to show it on the show. We did it on the experimental show. We kind of thought about it, and it's a brand new product for us. It's huge. This weekend, everyone who came into the gallery was really excited, seeing them in person, and went for them. We don't have them on the website specifically yet. We have color families like the slugs for you to choose from, and we'll make you an artist choice selection. We've already sold a few of those, but people were really excited about it. And for a brand new product like this, it's always a question whether we want to stream it online and show it off to local, to companies. I mean, hey, if there's a glass shop over in Texas, even though the internet is allowing us to sell to all our amazing fans in Texas, let them check it out. It's cool. We think we're standing by the product, and we're excited to show you how it goes down here on the show.
If you folks, after you guys see this demonstration and this piece, which will be available for purchase, if it doesn't get too buck wild and crazy.
It will be available tonight on the show, folks. I'm working on Michelle to do that every week, and it's going to happen.
Yeah, so the people who watched it being made live have the opportunity to snatch it up because they're the first ones. You guys are the ones watching right now.
Yeah.
You should have first opportunity to buy the piece.
Because it's not really fair, in my opinion, when we don't get it on the live feed in time for gallery hours to open up. And someone who's local comes into the studio and is able to purchase it before we make it available to the people that actually saw it being made. So we're really going to focus on getting it online the night of, and we'll let you know when it happens, and you can take a look and make that purchase. There won't be pictures of it. We're going to estimate the weight of it, and these are some thick, heavy babies here. So if we're getting these shipped, we estimate the weight, but it depends on small or large, and these are thick, these are sturdy, they're for the outdoors. These are a well-designed piece, folks.
Looking good, looking good. You pull the Taglia out for me, Jake?
I will get the Taglia out.
So the trick to this, folks, is to keep it organic.
Organic now. There's no special growing powers in here. This is all hand-grown, hand-spiraled, hand-spun. It's almost like spinning a pizza. We could call these, instead of blowing glass, this is spinning glass.
What about the pizza pie?
That's something else. That's completely something else. All right, here goes. He's taking it to Chopville. This is like slicing up pepperonis. Looks like a 4-leaf clover there. He's going in between each one. You got to be really aware of how you're turning the pipe at this moment. If you sit on one side too long and it becomes ovular.
Is that a word?
That's right.
Is that a Jakeism? Ovular?
That's ovular, folks. If it becomes too ovular, you're spitting it out and it doubles down on the ovularosity and it starts pulling it out to the sides, and then you get this big, long, crazy, wild one. It's really hard to put the finishing touches on those for us to get that copper tube in there so you can hang it or you can have it sitting outside in your garden. This would be a great opportunity for a quick zoom in there from far away if you could. I know Uncle Dennis is the zoom connoisseur around here. Look at that. A 1-2. He did it in 2 moves, folks. Give him a round of thumbs. And here it comes. Look at this action. Now, Chris is not turning too fast. He's taking it slow. He's being patient. He's watching it spin out. If he starts getting crazy like a Discello, that thing would fling against the wall. And I don't know how many of you remember seeing on the experimental show, I did this and flung a piece of glass and hit Michelle right in the hand. So that's not what's happening, even though I am standing in the danger zone. It's cooling down. He's giving it a little bit more now. When you get 2 on the side like this and they start to curl down, I really think it starts to look like a throne, like a bird throne, folks. I can get you the big jacks before you hit that right on your hand. He doesn't care. Honey Badger doesn't care. Woo! He's working it. You want a door or are you good?
It's always nice when you hear the
The crunch.
the crunch.
That is a nice one.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that.
A big boy.
That's thick, folks. That is huge.
Check it out.
That's
Look
solid
at that.
glass. You could have birds perched all over that thing. It's a bird throne, folks. That's exactly what it is.
So you can't see the true colors right now, guys. You know that because you can't see the true colors when the glass is hot, but it's looking pretty dope. I'm telling you, I love these things, man. I want to make one like 3 times this size.
I know. I can't even figure out how to like work that. It would be so huge.
It's all done out here. You get it hot and it's all done like I did. Just patience and
Take it
boom.
slow.
All right, so now we're gonna put the fancy move on the bottom, the signature Glass Academy move. So watch this, guys. This is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, so here's what's going to happen is take it slow. Did you get the stamp on there?
Nope.
Well,
Should I do it?
yeah,
I'm gonna have to flash it then.
that's cool. You need a door? Grab that left side.
Well, I'll stamp it first and then
We're doing it.
somebody on the live feed was probably like, you didn't
The
stamp it, Chris.
stamp.
I'll be like,
Robin,
Robin,
nice.
she's famous for the stamp. Thanks, Robin. She's like, I remember that last week we made something. She was like, no stamp.
So he's going to go in for one more flash. That gives me time to do the work I need to do over here, and I'm going to keep this on the down low. I'll let you guys watch that finish off. There's a few special techniques we figured out to get this copper involved into the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Looking good. You're on the other side.
Trusty 2x4 action.
You're gathering over that.
Yep.
All right, here it goes. As soon as I stick this in here, you got the pumpkin tool.
Is that enough?
Yep.
I don't think it is.
Look at the green starting to show on this side, looking really good. Just don't want it over the top at all. Pumpkin squisher. That's the secret move, folks. Feels kind of weird showing it online.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. We go to Puffy Town with it.
Yep. It's all right though, because it's so clean. Man, the color looks great in there.
What annealer are we going
This
in?
is very important. We're going to number 4. Very important to do exactly what he's doing because I got the gloves. I'll do it. Because if I pick this up right now even, I still need a little bit longer to go here because we've done them where we make the largest one, use a ton of glass, you pick it up, and by the time you get to here, it's already bent over and sideways.
You got to do this move.
Like this.
Yep, look at that, guys. How about that splash in your garden?
Water will sit right in there. That's pretty much like some sort of, can you imagine a squirrel eating a little nut sitting right on that thing?
Big time. Now, like I was telling you, in the annealing oven, when we go in here, you guys, check out the fire brick in there in number 4.
Top right.
Top right. Woo! Oh, yeah.
Tasty.
That's a nice one.
Really tasty.
So someone's going to have the opportunity to get that super duper splash tonight.
Tonight.
So
We can do that when we go to Command Central. That's a great
or
idea.
just stand in front of the fan. Yeah, so here we go. We're gonna go to Command Central. Uncle Dennis is gonna cool down the phone.
Go stick it in the fridge for a second. And you gotta stick on it.
All right, let us know when we switch up.
We are live here at Command Central. Oh, wait, Justin, I hear, who saw, oh my gosh, the Kentucky Derby? Did you see that?
Yeah, the guy with 80 to 1
1.
odds.
Whoa!
That's pretty cool. Did you bet on that? Do you do that?
No, I don't do that.
I
I
was
can't
like,
tell
what?
a good horse from a bad horse. Or like the jockey. I don't know how any of that works, but 80 to 1.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I gotta
so-
say first though, a ninjake maneuver.
Do you know we're writing these words down? Sam is on it. She's writing down Jakeisms.
How much is that splash? That's where we're gonna let you know when we get it on the website. We're gonna price it. We're gonna estimate the weight so that if you are not local, which if Ann Arbor's asking, we know where you're probably coming from. But we're gonna get that on the website and we'll let you know when it's live, and then you guys can quick finger right onto it. Julie won.
Julie won what?
Oh, Julie bet on that 80 to 1.
Shut up.
That's sweet, Julie.
I love it.
Wow.
You got me in the fridge. Okay.
Anyway.
Anyways, back to, let's see. So we have to figure out something with the phone because the new gimbal doesn't work. So the phone is going into the lounge for a second.
This doesn't work bad. It forces us to use Command Central to cool down the
agree.
phone each time.
I agree.
I kind of like
Tonight's winner, and I will tell you something about tonight's winner. The two winners from today are longtime customers. If you're a longtime customer and you're one of those people who are like, I never win anything, well, tonight, your lucky day.
Tonight is your
you're
day.
gonna win. All right, today's question is, what's your favorite color in the garden? So for those of you who don't know, I do volunteer on a farm that has started. Today was my first day. It is a flower farm this year. She's incredible. Flowers I have never seen. Amazing. So I was really impressed with the colors in her garden, but send your answers to enews@glassacademy.com.
Just email it right over to us. Do we have the answers from last week from the people who entered to win this?
Yes, they're on my computer. I'm trying to save paper and not print them up.
I like it.
So the question was, do you have glass in your garden? And I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah. And not many entries because, you know, you can always enter, even if you don't have glass in your garden, you can join the dialogue. Last week's entries were really low.
Yeah, and you know, if it's a question like that, do you have glass in your garden, then let us know if you don't have glass in your garden and why that might be, and then we can learn from that, and you can think about it, and it's just a question to be answered. You don't even have to say anything, just send it in to us. That's how you get entered to win the glass. So that means the odds were a lot less for this lucky son of a gun who just won the piece.
Yes. And I have to say, the person who won it has a favorite color, and this isn't it.
Uh-oh.
There's a hint. But how can you go wrong? Look at that.
That's a beauty. That's a beauty.
Okay, so the snails should be live in 2 minutes. These are the mini snails. Let me get one.
Robin.
I've got number 9 in my hand. I want to show you, like,
Oh, 2 minutes till the
yeah.
table.
So they're small.
Let me holler at Uncle Dennis.
What happens with the pictures is that you think they're big. They're small. They're small.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
small, and we're going to show them off on a table in our hands. I actually made them all very relatively similar in size, but they are cute. After making slug many regular slugs, snails, for our pre-orders, now getting into the mini snails and having them looking at us coming out of the annealer, they are cute, and we got a beautiful color display, actual display for the product over there. And I think maybe we'll do one more piece. It's about to go live. We should probably show off what
wait.
they are.
Yeah, and I do want to say I'm going to do a color splash next.
Nice.
And I had a favorite one that was made, so I'm going to kind of duplicate it a little bit. The Van Gogh one and the purple one, those went this weekend, Mother's Day weekend. But we did have an order for 3 color splashes. And what we do is we would line them up and put 3 together that work
We
well.
curate them.
Yes, they are curated by us. Okay.
All right, let's get back to it, folks. We are going back to Dennis Cam, and here we go. Some kind of action going on over here. My gosh. It's a hot one. I did want to show off. I'm going to close this door. This looks like money being left out into the air, folks. I'm going to close this door first, and then I want to show off the sales table. Miniature Snailville.
Look at the line, look at the color on them. Are these all one and dones?
No, there are multiples of these on the website, I do believe.
Number 3, you guys, with the light behind it.
Yes. I think
yeah.
they're one and dones, but I guess we had a little miscommunication where these are the miniature snails, and look at how similar all of them are in size, in scale. We are happy to reproduce these. We've done this before with certain products. If you pick out the color and the style that you like, we can make them. And the first person to buy each color pattern will get the original one off of the table here, but each one is handmade and one of a kind, and that's the beauty of everything we do. So if you do fall in love with multiple of them and you go for a set of 3, no big deal. Just know that we'll be making them for you to order, and they'll be one of a kind and gorgeous.
That's my favorite. Number 3 is just pimping.
I gotta go with number 8, I think, that red one.
What?
Yep. Or maybe number 1. We'll show that one off in a second, but we got some different ones too. I've never done a black iridescent shell, number 6 here. We had none of those in our pre-orders, our regular size snails, so that's one of a kind. But this guy's pretty darn sweet. The wind's gonna take these numbers away soon enough, but look at him. He's popping with color.
So these are all on the website?
All on the website. First come, first serve, and then we'll make the rest to order, folks. So that goes live probably about 1 minute ago. Oh, she's having a little glitch in the website, so no big deal. She's gonna fix that up. They're live now. Do you want to go for a splash, or should I?
No, it says, go ahead. It says sold out. For some reason, it's not sold out.
All right, so she's fixing up the numbers for you folks. Get those trigger fingers ready to go, and I'm gonna start up on a color splash as well.
You're making one?
Or what?
Oh, I think you could. You could do a color splash.
I'd like to try and do a crazy one. What? They're all crazy.
All right, you can do one. I mean, it's gonna be. I want people to be able to get them. They're really cool and they're one of a kind. So if someone's gonna get the one that I did, go ahead and get one.
Okay.
Get,
all right.
Get busy.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get busy. I'll show you a pretty cool move that Michelle debuted on the experimental show, and that one turned out so cool. And we did have Marianne and Diane were in here this past weekend, Mother's Day weekend, back again to check out the gallery, and there's some longtime followers of the live feed as well, and they were specifically looking for the ones on the experimental show. I'm not sure which ones they ended up having, but
You want any other certain colors, Jake, you want me to put out for you?
a big shout out to those guys, and definitely some other colors.
Do you want me to put new ones out, or are you gonna choose them, or what?
I think, how about cerulean blue?
Cerulean?
Cerulean blue, it's like a size 0, it's a gaffer. And then let's go with, I'll use this white, will be perfect.
I'm looking, we got a lot of blues, guys, lots of blues. Cerulean blue, he said, aquamarine, Dutch blue, steel blue, cobalt, opal sea blue. Here's cerulean, here's cerulean. Opal, darkest green, copper, no cerulean. So any other color you want? Looked at every one.
Too many blues in there.
I looked at every one, it's not there.
If there's the night sky in there, that would work.
Steel blue. There's steel blue, Jake.
I love that color. No, that's not a color I use very often, folks.
Neither one of those are around. Any other?
Night sky will do. Your hand's right on it.
Powder?
Yeah, the reason I'm picking this one is because it's a really fine, tasty color.
It's fine.
The consistency of the color is pretty darn fine, guys. It's pretty much almost, it is like flour. Look at that.
Let's take a look at it. Oops. You can't really pick up color while someone's holding it because their finger will burn off. We've done that before.
Yeah, check it out.
And
Jake did it to me one time before.
yeah, it was not cool. I regret it every day. In which?
Somebody just asked what the color is that we use the least.
That's a great question.
Well, I think that it's gonna have to be this color that I bought like 15 years ago.
I used a little bit of it today.
It's called garnet red. It's the least, not as often. Garnet red, and the problem is that it looks like liver.
Love that.
And if you like liver and onions, hey, bravo, that's cool. I used to eat it when I was a kid. I don't anymore now. I had a liver trauma. But we've been trying to work this kilo of color down for a long time.
I'm going to finish it up on the color splash. So I'm going to see tomorrow what it looks like. I went into the optics.
So I'm going to tell you guys a little liver story real quick. When Jake and Lucy were babies, I had grown up eating liver, onions, livers, potatoes. My mom cooked it for all me, my brothers, and everybody in the neighborhood practically. And I had the kids, and Michelle and I were living in Dearborn, and I wanted to cook liver and onions for the kids. So I went to the store and I bought like 3 or 4 pounds of liver, and I put it out on the cutting board and started cleaning it with the knife. And every time I'd cut a little piece off, I looked at it and I was like, that's really weird looking. It looks nasty. That must be no good. And I cut a little bit off and I threw it in the garbage disposal. Then I did it again. Then I did it again. And eventually I went through all the liver and put it all in the garbage disposal. And I was so grossed out that I couldn't even cook it. I was like, nope, I guess we're not having liver and onions for dinner tonight. And I never tried to cook it again because it was nasty.
That's gnarly.
Wow, so Jake's actually doing something different here.
It's the Michelle move from the experimental show.
So you're basically just making the color pattern that is going to be in this garden splash.
That's right.
Nice.
And to accent this, since that blue is very faint and it's transparent, when I gather over this, look at that, I just tied that thing into a knot.
Don't get too close
When
now,
I gather
Jake.
over this, I'm going to give it a couple taps again in that blue. Kind of pick it up in the light on the outside of the piece.
Everybody out there needs a garden splash. You walk out your front door, you look into your front little garden area and splash.
Splash!
You just get you all excited in the morning. You're all happy. You see that beautiful color.
I know right where I'm going to put one in front of my house, right where I watch all the
sipping
animals.
coffee. I'm surprised I don't even have any in front of my house yet. I got a bunch of Picola Reeds, but
We wanted to leave them
Wow.
all out for the folks this weekend. And the folks did like it.
I might have to go on my own personal shopping spree in the gallery tonight.
Whoa. Good thing we just made a bunch more freshies. So the trick with these really is getting the heat all the way into the core. If your heat's not distributed correct, it could get crazy.
And you know, it kind of looks easy, folks, but I'm telling you right now, the timing of how the molten glass moves is so important and so hard. It's kind of like when you watch somebody doing a violin concerto. Yeah, and they're just like, or a guitar solo. It's like they're just loving it, and it looks like it's so easy. They're just expressing themselves. You know, they got the guitar, and they're like, and they're like, Dennis, wait, wait, wait. That is a master at what they do, and Jake knows. Jake's, I would say, he's not a master yet, but he's very, very well along on his way to being a master. He is unbelievable.
Well along.
He's got great hands.
But I don't think you can be a master until you're like at least 40 years old.
Yeah, I mean, Giancarlo is the youngest master, and I think he was like in his early 30s when he became a master in Murano.
Did they give him a name tag?
Yeah, they do. It's a tattoo on the back of your head.
Oh,
They shave a little 3-inch by 3-inch square and just boom.
it says master.
Master.
Uh-oh, here comes the bus.
This is awful. If I don't have a mic, I can't stop this freight train. By the end of the evening, there's going to be like a tall tale. You're not
Get the bus out. Throw me under it. Oh, now here it goes, guys. Look at this timing. Beautiful.
The depth of how much you squish it right there makes a huge difference in the outcome of the piece. Not a small difference.
The water on the floor is the Chefalera plant above that was watered today and has like a drainage valve. We're in a studio. We can do whatever we want. We can draw chalk on the floor. We can spray water over the floor, and that's half the fun.
Is someone giving us a hard time?
Plants is that we can let the extra water just drip on the floor.
Yep,
That's what that is.
that's exactly
Yeah.
right.
And you see the Chefalera plant. Did you show him, Dennis? Right behind Jake's head. It looks like it's coming right out of Jake's head right now.
That's right.
On the annealing oven. That little story behind that Chefalera plant, that was my dad's Chefalera plant from his office. My dad passed away 3 years ago, and he was an amazing guy, and he loved plants, and that one right there in the original pot was from his office. You need me to get a door, or are you doing okay?
I'm doing just fine, but it's about to go down right now.
All right, Dennis, it's going down.
I know I'm going to have a long throne backer coming out of this one.
Uh-oh, wee whoa. Look at it go.
Whoa. A lot of color action going on in there.
I can always stand there and neck it if you want.
Yeah, might do that.
Yes?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, go for it. I think it'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Good.
That's a sweetie. I actually
cool.
really like that
The cross-hatch pattern.
that whole like swirling of the core color in there. Mine was pretty like bright and splashy, but this has got a lot of organic qualities. It looks like some type of crazy like flower Michelle must have shown me sometime. Shows me flowers all the time, everybody, just so you know. And not just like, look at this beautiful flower. It's like, get real close and check this flower out.
Our cousin Jamie, for her honeymoon, just went to Hawaii. And you missed about like 10 to 15 flower pictures on our family Zoom call yesterday.
Really?
2 days ago.
How many of you folks do a family Zoom call? We do one every 2 weeks with Michelle's family. It's a cool thing. Let us know. Look at that. Beautiful. It's almost like lace.
That one's going to catch a lot of water into that crevice and allow the plants to really get going. Could we get a little relight on the torchy? I've really gotten down putting the correct amount of color so that when we utilize this much glass, everything left on the pipe is clear, and we'll be able to reuse what's left on the pipe. Because using this much glass, we are pulling it out of the furnace like no one's business, and it's really important to be saving as much as we can left over.
Robin, you only have to let me remind me to do the stamp. Jake here knows, but you don't have to remind Jake. He just did it.
We were in the zone. We made a bunch of these today. The really cool thing is that for the assistant, the timing is really only needed for the very end. So all the while we were working on this, Matt was working on his blown handles.
Really?
He actually successfully brought me a blown handle today.
Ooh, I like it.
And then one that wasn't successful, and we lost a couple mugs, but that is what it is.
What did you hold it with? The fancy mitt?
Yes.
Jeez.
Double mitt.
Double?
Double mitt.
I gotta have a mitt in both hands?
I guess for the big ones you don't for the lefty because you got that nice wooden handle. Yep. Here
Here we go. Now this is going to be a leaner, so we're going to do one of these.
Oh, nice.
Perfect fit.
Preheating the copper. Jake's gathering it up. Other one, maybe?
Oh, that's good. Beautiful.
Hold on
Nope,
now.
nope. Let me do it. I gotta get that while it's hot. Super clean.
Oh, yeah, that worked
That's a
pretty good.
beauty.
Now I'm back on the Puff Town.
There it is, folks. So that's like a light transparent blue on top of a white. So it almost has multiple spots. If you take a look here, you got the darker blue where it's really condensed. And then as it spreads out into those threads coming down, it becomes a much lighter, hazy blue.
You guys, could you imagine a field or a small area in someone's yard with a bunch of ladies' lace all growing,
Oh
looking
my
cool,
God.
and then having like 3 of these at different heights, totally sticking up in the ladies' lace?
Man.
Look at that. I love it. We got to do that. We got to do an installation, and we got to photograph it so everybody sees that.
That would be sweet.
I love it. I can see it in my mind.
Maybe the front left.
Nice. Got a lot of beautiful Diskellos in there, folks. Wait till you see those coming out.
Ooh, I like the put away process is real nice too.
pretty
With this guy,
casual,
it's like,
isn't it?
I just kind of walked up. I was like, "Hey, what's happening, everybody?" Another
Super
sweetie in there.
casual.
That's number 2. That's the ladies' lace.
That is the
Michelle,
ladies' lace.
If you want a name for it to put on there.
That sounds perfect. So let's take a gander over here. I could hand off my mic and then let you go to town on Command Central.
With that, start.
What are you making? Do you want my mic?
You guys hear me?
You can hear Jake now standing next to me.
that's perfectly
I'll
fine.
stand real
I
close
was
to
just
him.
joking. I was trying to learn how to mime or something.
Just go ahead and talk to him, Jake. Be normal.
No, Michelle's gonna get started. I just was gonna go for another pan over these real quick. Look at this one. All that whiskey color. Transparent, elegant, beautiful.
And if you leave whiskey out on your table, number 5 will crawl in there and.
Yeah, don't be leaving it out for anybody. Michelle is in a ready to go mood. Ready for it. No Command Central, no nothing. So we're back into the action over here.
What are you making? And flash it before you do that. Well, you don't have to flash it all the way. It's just a little bit, and you'll still see it. See? But it won't fall off. That's white on that side. Yep.
Into Chris's microphone, I want to say here to Elizabeth that she's the one that purchased, one of the people that purchased the color, the set of 3 splashes. And
We picked them out.
we picked them out. We made them yesterday. That was Monday. We picked them out this morning, and I think you're going to love them. They are really clean. It's a beautiful set. 3 different blues.
Woo! That's what I was talking about.
One of them has like this golden color on it, which is what I want. Which is not me. Is my mic on? No. How to balance your mic and blow glass at the same time. Can you do it? Hey, I want to give a shout out to Pat. I wonder if she's watching. She posts some cool videos of other glass artists. We definitely encourage everyone to check out other glass artists. We all have different skills and talents. It's kind of like if you know someone that bakes bread, maybe they do a really good cherry chocolate bread, and someone else does a really good whole wheat.
And then you got that real
How do
kind
you
of
guys blow glass without
What are you
tweezers?
looking for?
Tweezers. You got nothing here. Who's running this bench?
What the?
You were a little gung ho.
hell?
You got to just make sure all your tools are set, sweetie.
We
Me?
do have a question from John, the technical question master.
do we fabricate our stem molds, or do we fabricate it in-house, or do we purchase them? Where are they made from?
The stems?
What's the deal with our molds?
Oh, our molds are optical molds you're talking about.
That's right.
Who is it, John?
John Milber.
John Milber asked if we fabricate our own molds or if we buy them. We buy them, guys. I actually have quite a few friends who are iron casters and bronze casters and stuff, but it's a lot probably less expensive to buy them from the 3 or so companies on the planet that make glass blowing optical molds. It's just way better, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you enjoy beer, it's better to go buy a good beer than it is to try to learn how to make a perfect beer.
Watch this move.
Uh-oh.
Can I gather on top of that?
You can.
Do you see the theory? That will be that way in the thing.
I think
give it
so.
a go. And the splash, we'll see. Oh, that's what I wanted to show. Get ready. Show my, that's a one right there. See how that works?
A cool piece. Yeah.
Hey, tech support is saying that maybe John wasn't talking about the optic molds. Maybe he was talking when he said stem molds. I thought of pumpkin stems. But maybe he was talking about the stems of the splashes.
Yeah,
Those
we
round pieces.
fabricate our own stems, guys. For the splashes. It's something that the Glass Academy, Jake and I came up with, and it works really well. And we fab them up ourselves. And it's not too difficult, but it is a really cool process.
There you go, John.
All right, the spiral is in there.
Looks good.
It's a little tricky though.
But you do have both sides molds there if you need them.
No, I'm gonna do this. I do like the extra clear on it. And I forgot I wanted to do some of this.
Gold.
But it's never too late. Never say never. What is that? Was that grunting?
I don't know, it's like you're honking.
It was just the squisher move.
So the gold is gonna add a nice shimmer to the inside of this. We were talking how insects will enjoy after a rainfall or a dewy morning. And we've got birds that might enjoy it. The trick for me now is it's not a really symmetrical shape. So how to do the next step? We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like the picture.
That is an interesting thing, Michelle, that you just mentioned about insects, because if you have a particular color, just like bees and dragonflies and other pollinators, when they're flying around, they look down into the flower and they see the bright colors in the stamen and other things, and they fly into that and they'll like lap up the nectar. It's kind of like, yep.
Don't zoom in on that now.
That was an
hardcore.
that was an insect lapping technique. I learned from my old buggy. How's that for a... All right, Michelle's got some centrifugal force going on here,
Whipping it.
getting her gravity on. Yeah.
These colors are going to attract Orioles.
Ah.
Orioles are the Warren Orioles is where I went to school, and that was our mascot bird.
So
The
you should know all
Orioles.
about it then.
And the Oriole is got like orange and black, and it's pretty sweet looking, and it's nothing to do with the cookie. But
Oreos.
oh boy, look what we got.
That's right. Aren't they called color splash?
There's one.
Garden splashes. Oh, I love that.
So we got one from each of the family members here, folks. They're going to be available on the website as soon as we give you the word. And Uncle Dennis is going to be up next, folks.
Oh.
Okay, so I got to do the stamp, and I need reduction. So do I do the stamp now?
Yep, but you can let that stiffen up quite a bit before you can do it so that you have some pressure.
Pressure.
No pressure.
Pressure.
I like, one of the
Coming
reasons I
down
did
on
the
me.
color pattern I did was I like taking frit and stretching it out so it's like a paintbrush stroke. I think that's really cool. Oh, I like our little makeshift shield over here. When did that happen?
Today.
Very smart idea. Thank you for all the sound effects there, folks. If you were here at the Glass Academy,
Building up
you'd hear
to
it. May I have reduction, please?
You may.
Bling, bling coming in.
Bling,
Bring
bling,
in-
bling, 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 bling,
Bring in
bling.
the iridescence.
The thing that's cool about these two is I like that you can do multiples and they'll all blend together and just fit together.
Little beautiful blue sheen there.
Yeah, and the iris just super subtle. Okay, so now to refresh my memory how this next part happens.
You're going to knock it off and you're going to gather a bit onto there and you're going to drop the bit into the piece, which should be pretty easy.
Yep.
Here's your diamonds right here.
You go with the squish with the
Okay.
whatchamacallit.
I'll get that. With this.
Yep.
And you're using the big boy or the small one?
Interesting about these is that
Hold on now. All right.
they take a lot of glass. Beautiful. No fair to let those guys have all the fun. I've got to jump in here too.
And now we're talking about this beautiful wateriness of the bottom of the color splash. This edge here.
Yeah.
Touch,
I-
super tasty.
Well, this one's not for sale. I want one.
What?
I want one that I made.
Well, this one's for
This
sale.
one's for sale. We got one of each of the family members.
What the heck? What if I
It
want
Someone might
almost-
buy them as a trio.
It almost got snatched away from you folks, but we didn't let her do it.
One who unloads the annealer decides.
No.
It's me, folks.
Oh,
There it is. Look at that flatty.
let's give it a little love and spin.
Yeah. I wonder if you could put a little bit of sugar. If you like glued some sugar or just drip some watery sugar water in there, and if the hummingbirds would come along.
Just put a gummy bear in there and bam.
That sounds more like squirrel territory.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was a productive day when you got an almost full annealer. One of our big annealers almost full. We got Diskellos in there. We got color splashes. We got a couple mugs. Like I said, I was teaching Matt how to make handles. It was a pretty good process. Command Central and a phone cool down. Let's go for it.
Note.
Let's take this opportunity to do wheel of names.
Dad jokes.
Bad jokes.
Good jokes.
Bad jokes. All right. So tonight's winner, we're gonna do wheel of names.
Wheel of names, here it comes. Yeah. Dum da da da.
Who wins this lucky prize?
We have the winner right here, folks, and it's a pretty cool one. Like we said last week, this one was made on the show. 4 spirals in the deep emerald green with a white background. This goes on your wall with a beautiful hanging device and hardware. This is going to be for free. Normally, I think these are what, $118 or something?
Too many moving parts today. I can't think about anything.
Anyway,
Anyways, the winner is someone who's local, will not need to ship it, and the winner is. Bum, 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 bum,
oh yeah.
Go Dawn. About time.
Dawn's a great customer of ours and one of the administrators of the Glass Academy Addicts Facebook page. 500 plus viewers, folks. She's in here all the time. She's watching our shows all the time. I hope she's having a beautiful day. I haven't seen any comments from her yet. She may be out and about, but she's going to be pretty ecstatic when she realizes she won. I know she already has a bunch of Diskellos, so she's just going to be adding to it. And really, these wall pieces and the garden pieces look beautiful in threes, but we know you can't always get all three at once, so it's a beautiful process, and it really tests your patience, which is a beautiful thing, and it's going to feel that much better when you start to line them up and get them on the wall. And Dawn has reached the point of pure satisfaction with her wall and her garden, and we're just adding to it here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the pocket vases that went on not on sale, went on the floor, just went up for purchase on the weekend. People are going crazy. They're perfect. Like your kids pull flowers, in they go. You have a desk, you want something pretty by your desk, every day you can pick fresh flowers and put them in. So the pocket vases were a big hit too.
Big time.
But I think we could do the other wheel of names too.
I think so. Another wheel of names. This one is for something else. Dum da da da. And we're back. We're taking pictures of tech support.
Well, yeah, everyone was looking so serious watching the Wheel of Names. I thought it was fun. So the other one, we talked about this last week. On Sunday, we have a contest as well in the e-news. We want you to engage. We want to know more about you. This is the way we can give you products. You can't leave, Mr. Mike.
Oh yeah, dang it.
This is the way we get to know you and know what products and services you're interested in. So on Sunday, there was a question, and it's eluding me now because there's lots of moving parts. But the winner of this gets a $25 gift card to use on anything, classes, products, now, later, whenever.
Another longtime customer.
Dun, dun, the winner is
Diana.
So thank you very much, everyone, for playing. You still have time to enter. Today's question is, what is your favorite color in the garden? And you send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com.
Congratulations, Diana. That's a pretty cool thing. She's been watching the show. Both her and her sister are watching the show for a long time. So it's even better that we can reward some of our long-time viewers and long-time fans, even though it's just a random spin of the wheel. Super awesome. So congratulations, Diana. Before we switch it back, while I got the mic, I wanted to show one last thing off, which isn't finished yet. This beautiful piece that Chris and Nick and I made this Saturday. We were doing live glass blowing in the shop, and we made one of the biggest bonsais so far. This is going to go into the pot like so. And
A little lower. There you go.
like that. And actually, this is the front side.
I love these bonsai
I think
trees,
it's like
guys. They're super sweet.
It's a heavy son of a gun. So they're growing, they're doing a little better. I want to get some live moss in there. It's a work in progress so far, but stay in touch, folks, about those as they come along.
Sounds good. So we are on, I'm looking at the board over here. We just did the second splash.
I would say do the percolator just in case there's any issue with the camera.
Well, I don't think there's going to be, we could do the giveaway now and then do more goodness.
Okay.
We got what? Right now we got 3 garden splashes that are going to be on the website for sale.
Yes.
That they're going to be able to, these guys are going to be able to snatch them up.
Yep.
Just people who are watching it.
About 10 minutes is the estimated time. Let's take one quick more pass over the board here. Anything that anybody wants to see specifically up close, let us know. I know we got good pictures on the website, but sometimes they look better for size, for scale, and to see that actual color in the hand, in the palm. This is Chris's favorite. I'm loving the saffron orange and the tobacco. It's looking super juicy. But there's a bunch of cool ones. This guy's got the perps in the shell, perps in white. That was a huge seller from our pre-orders, so we had to make one of those. A lot of beautiful bright blues, folks. These are obviously perfect accents to the rest of your beautiful snails that you got, folks. I know people are starting their collections just like the slugs, and to be a part of the first few orders, specifically the pre-orders, is a really big deal because the products do morph over the years. So to be a part of the first run, to see them in their beginning, is a pretty big deal, and to know that you were excited about us releasing a brand new product is super cool. And this is probably of the first 20 mini snails that we've made, because people kept just asking about them more and more. So here we are with a full table of them on the website. Then they're going to be gone after this week, and they'll only be in the gallery unless we have another show like this. So we tried to give you a pretty good selection, and enjoy that here tonight.
You know what I was just thinking while I was messing around on my phone?
Yes.
A mini snail on a garden splash.
That would be pretty cool.
So we could do it by you making the snail first and then holding it, and I'll make the garden splash, and then we'll
Okay.
just torch it and knock it off with the
Stick it
tweezers
on
and
there?
stick it on. I think
What do
that's
you guys
pretty sweet.
think about that?
I think that is something cool.
Should we make them extra slimy at all, or have an extra long slime tail, or anything like that?
Well, I mean, we could always add a bit onto the front of the splash that's just a slime bit that matches, or it's a different color slime, and then when you knock it off, you put him in the slime and push him so that he's like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, I think that would work really good. If I grabbed them with the diamonds right in the shell,
Yeah.
knocked them off, slid them on.
Yeah, we got Michelle here for the third person to bring the hot slimy bit.
Yeah. All right, you pick out your colors for the splash. I'm gonna pick out the snail colors to match. I'm gonna get rid of some of this gold here.
I want to have a little gold on mine.
Well, we don't need it on the table though.
Nope, get rid of that.
Getting contaminated by all the things floating around in the air and laying on the marver here, folks.
Getting through.
Very important to take care of your colors, folks. It's something that is one of the most expensive things. A continual cost for running a hot shop here. So if we're not taking care of our colors and giving them the respect they deserve, then they're not going to give us the respect that we're asking for in our pieces.
Nope.
This is not going to be the
The
giveaway.
giveaway is a giant Bricola reed, folks.
That's right. And maybe we should do that first?
No way.
Okay, all right. Because the camera's looking all right, having come back out of the freezer. We got more than 50% battery halfway
That's
through
right.
the show.
We're making this one's going to be crazy. It's going to be a new evolution of custom orders, you guys.
Big time.
Garden color splashes with a dang mini snail on there. It doesn't get any better than that.
Incredible. Do you hear what's
Here
happening?
she comes.
Watch out.
What's in that box?
Is that a bunch of snails in there?
Oh, you're
Howard.
shipping that out?
No, this is all the stuff you gave us to make our shows work.
All
Sweet.
right. Howard's the man.
Howard.
Hooking us up with the technology. You know the artists need help with that, folks, so we're figuring it out. Big shouts out to tech support and to Howard. And I'm making the snail first.
I was just going to gather it up and give you a clear gather.
Oh,
Jake's on snail duty. He's doing it up, folks.
mini snail.
Mini snail. Now, do you have a certain color that's going to pop off the top of this
What
thing?
color are you doing?
I'm doing yellow with that green speckle, so you need something that's going to be crazy. What, you want tobacco out? Or you want gold for the body?
Yeah, body of gold might be nice.
And then what color shell?
Then we could do a gold slime bit too.
Yeah.
And the shell could be bright red, you know. Or green, bright green. It would match, nah, because you got green dots.
Yeah.
Let's go bright red.
Yeah. I like it.
And I think we're gonna go no optics. We'll keep it smooth. These larger grains, it's cool to see the way the grain pulls out.
Well, do you want a few little, like a zebra style, speckles of white on it? Like just minor?
The white might get nasty with the red.
Oh, no, it won't.
Yep. Yep. I don't know about red and white.
Well, you want yellow speckles?
That sounds cool.
All right.
I'll go in and get the speckles right now.
Whoa.
So I'm coming here because you have a mic. I would remind everyone who's local, these snails are going to be made and available Thursday or when we call you.
Or when we call you. I like that. I mean, it's true, though. We're making them to order, just like I spoke about, folks. So if there is, it sounds like there already is multiple orders of one specific kind. So tomorrow's Wednesday. I think I will be actually making some tomorrow. We don't have any other major orders in the book here. But I also like to say, we always say for custom order, 2 weeks. It's not going to be the case for this. Already purchased orders like this, we really like to get them out quicker rather than later. So just give me a couple days, 2 or 3 days to make them, and then you will get a notification when they're in the mail. Or if you're local and you're picking them up, we give you a call and we say, hey, it's a beautiful day and your product's ready. Come on down. I don't think we've had a chance yet, but we will be showing you guys our new amazing gallery manager and handler of product over in Batch Gallery. She's going to make a debut on the show tonight. Her name's Marissa, folks. Another amazing addition to the team. If you guys show her a little bit of love on the chat, I'm sure she'd love it. It's really cool, and I talk about it as much as I can. We've got a lot of behind the scenes going on here at the gallery. If you're brand new to the show, let us know in the chat, but this is not just a me, my mom, and my dad operation. There's much more that goes on, and we need much help to make this kind of show happen, and she's going to be a huge, important piece to what we're doing over the next long haul. So it's a big improvement to the team. We're really excited about it, and we're getting all the puzzle pieces in place for success and to keep making glass and having an amazing time and showing you guys some cool informational stuff. How about a hand over here? Thank you very much. Flipper. Yeah.
Say what?
There's a shell, folks.
Oh, if you're one? All right, Michelle's asking me to say hashtag Glass Academy Addict. All one word, addict or addicts? Hashtag Glass Academy Addict if you're a Glass Academy addict, guys.
Yeah.
And post that in the post. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to do, but do it, because Michelle said she'd like everyone to do that if you're an addict, right? All right.
It's cool to know because we do have, the last time I checked, we were at like 517 Glass Academy addicts. That's a Facebook page of people that post about glass, think about upcoming products, talk about new products, discuss maybe what happened on the show. There's a lot of interesting technical conversation, and you see that in the comments as well. And we like to get in there and comment and answer some questions if need be, which brings me to my next point, which is end of July, folks. Book your tickets to come down and visit us the end of July. It's going to be an amazing, once-in-a-lifetime event here at the Glass Academy. We're going to be doing a project like none before, and I promise you will want to be here for it. That was a discussion on the Glass Academy Addicts I saw. Robin was sending a little technical information helping us out. That is the flip around. So we're going for a gold Slimer.
Yep.
This one's really whimsical. It's not a perfect spiral. It's got some like whimsicalness to it. So now I go ahead and I'm going to flatten off the bottom while Chris makes that golden Slimer. That sounds like something fancy. A golden Slimer. Anybody watching from out of the country here tonight?
Good. What? Odds already. Jake's got that puppy down.
Woo!
Looking good, looking good.
This guy's gonna be tall.
So should I gather up and start working on the splash?
Yeah, go for it. I'm just gonna babysit this super fast snail. There is such a thing as snail races, isn't there? What? Isn't there? Does anybody know out there? Let us know in the chat if you heard about snail races or if your friend Goggle knows anything about them. But I'm 90% sure I've seen a snail race before. And this guy would be winning. He's got so much strength up in the gullet here. You can see his shell's even backwards, like he's really sliming along. It's got some ovular motion.
Behind you.
Right behind you. Just throwing colors on there. All right, so I'm in babysitting land. We got Kay's from New Zealand. We got Jody from Canada, Carol, England, Janet, love it. A lot of hashtags for Glass Academy addicts. Pineapple upside down cake, that's what I'm talking about. And for those of you that aren't commenting and don't wish to be commenting or just aren't around something you can comment with, no biggie, we know you're out there. We appreciate you guys equally.
Maybe you're working out on a treadmill, like a couple friends of mine I know who watch our show and work out on a treadmill. They can't comment.
Yeah, that's the truth. Get swole. That's what they say. That's what the kids say. Get swole. All right, we're hearing from tech support. We've got all 3 of the splashes made tonight available. They're on the Gathering Point page. No pictures, but they're on the Gathering Point page, correct, on the website? I don't know the prices of them. You'll have to look yourself. Shipping is on there.
Does it say who made it, just so that people might remember that? All right.
One moment. Shipping's not included, folks. So even if you did just try and pay already, you're really fast. But if you're not local, then shipping's about to be implemented into the process. So be patient with us. We're still getting the ropes down. If that's what it's saying, maybe that's Jake is going to get the ropes down. But that'll be up in a moment. And here he comes with a big old gather. Going for a big boy again. Big shout out to my buddy Zach Simone. How many of you guys remember when my old roommate Zach, my college, my high school buddy, was on the show working the camera?
He doesn't seem like he's pretty old.
Did I say he's old?
You said my old roommate.
Well, he's my old roommate. It was last year.
Oh, your past roommate.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just teasing. You're like, my old roommate. I'm like, what? Are you, you got Chuck as a roommate?
No, but big shout out to him. We're going to golf Sunday again. He's becoming an amazing golfer, and I'm really excited to get outside. I just golfed my best round ever Monday night. A little 9-9 hole round, and it was incredible. Here's an answer. Here we go. Thank you, Cindy. There are numerous snail racing events that take place in different places around the world, though the majority take place in the United Kingdom. Snail races usually take place on a circular track with the snails starting in the middle and racing to the perimeter.
Ah,
that's right, folks. Maybe we're going to have a snail race on the show. Yeah.
we need a little vibrating table. I'm coming out.
Slide them down. Oh my gosh. What's that? Chris's Color Splash is sold. We've got mine, the Lacy, the Queen Anne's Lace Special, and Michelle's, which she wanted to take home, the color paintbrush special. And of course, Robin's going to be shipping your snail with love. As always, maybe a little snail slime juice in there. It's got to be nice. It's just like unloading the annealer. When we come in the morning and I get to unload everything we made today, it's a really good feeling. And for Robin to come in, it's probably a pretty good time to see what was made over the weekend, what's shipping out across the country, and get an opportunity to get her hands on all the individual pieces of glass. I think she truly does ship everything with a little bit of love.
Coming up.
Trying to keep this little fella warm here.
I just did something crazy. We'll see if it does anything different. I chilled two sides that looked like they were going to be bigger coming out further, just to
I've
see
worked
what would
with that
happen.
a little bit. Let's see what happens. What, huh? Mine sold? All right, that's 2 of 3 sold, folks. Michelle's. Now, don't be
Open.
not buying it because she said she wanted to take it home. Oh, yeah. That is watery.
It's definitely getting longer than wider, guys. I'm not sure. You never know what's going to happen with the thickness of the glass, but this one is getting crazy.
Indulge in the craziness. You want me to neck it?
I got her.
That's a wide one.
I'm going to let it go up a little bit. What do you think?
Like let it curl back down.
Yeah, see how I look it? So we can get it back in the glory hole.
Yeah. Nice. Using the back of the Taglia, the metal paddle, the handle. Every tool in the shop has a function to it, folks. And if you can be creative, you can use a tool for any given process. Matt was actually pretty creative earlier and set up a little jig for one of them that was really crazy that we needed to sit upright. He threw a big piece of wood that we found just laying around under there, and it worked out perfect.
All right, where'd our bit girl go?
Michelle!
We need a bit.
We need help.
I think he's going to be cool sliming up, crawling up.
Coming out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe right in here, like.
It's the perfect size. I love the ratio of these two.
Gonna need an iris bit. Probably like thumb size.
Yeah.
Want to get that door for me, Jake?
Yeah. Real juicy and slimy. So let's see here. I'm gonna be grabbing them with the diamonds from over here. Grabbing them right by the shell and by the gullet. And I'm going to be sliming them on the bottom side like this.
So I'll stick it on right there, and then I'll let you go in and get it.
Okay, I'm going to take one
Ready
more
now?
flash.
I'm ready when you are, Shell.
Oh, real hot on that one.
Yep, come on over.
I wasn't ready.
Are you ready?
Yep, I am.
Steady.
Okay.
Pull back. Pull him back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice and
Get in there.
nice and good. Just wasn't ready for that, folks.
Yep. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get a little bit of a heat on it first. All right, go for it. We're going to be done. It looks pretty good. This is going to be an interesting one to stand up
Yeah, it sure is.
with Mr. Snail in there.
He's hiding in there, pretty cozy.
There you go, folks. Check it out. He's climbing his way out.
Yeah. So, you think you can get it over the angle on the corner if I did that all the way, or?
It's going to be just like that, I think.
Okay.
Move that over more. There you go.
we go, folks. Whoa.
Oh! You want to put a bit on it?
Sure.
Cover that guy up. Still
With
good.
with no ring.
We could do a ring and the thing.
No, I mean, like, don't put the ring on. I'll just do this and you squish it, or I don't know. Whatever you
Put
think.
that on first and let me tagly it, cut it on. We'll smear it around. Make it quick. And then go right for another one. Not too big though, but it's gonna be good. There you go. Perfect. Covered up all that little breakage. There's nothing there. I love it.
For it?
We're ready.
Little preheat.
Yep.
Little preheat to make them stick.
Come on.
Nice. Look at that. No, we're gonna grab it with this guy. Yep, we're gonna stamp it right on the side. That's a great call, Uncle Dennis. Ready the juicy stuff. You got this with the glove. It's still moving a little. Let's do this. What a save. We still don't 100% know. That was a long time of working on it. So we're gonna get it in the box.
Talk about why it was the same.
We will talk about it. I will talk about it. Nice.
All right.
Wow.
Woo!
That was serious.
So you guys, how we saved it, what happened was when I was making that piece, I was thinking about everything else that was going on, and I left a little bit of that punty up into the bottom of the piece so that it was actually neck down with the metal in the glass, only about 1/4 of an inch. So what happened when I went to knock it off, it broke a big piece of just that bottom edge off of there. And in a lot of cases, most people would have just thrown it away, but you know what? We fixed it so it's actually stronger, and you never even will know that that happened, which was pretty cool. By adding that, Jake put that first bit on and I smeared it all over and it melted right into the bottom of the piece. And then we put actually the tube holder bit on after that. It worked out perfect. It couldn't have worked out any better. I mean, at first I was a little bit bummed. I'm like, maybe we should just shit can it.
Yep, me too.
But we didn't shit can it, and it turned out better than it would have if that wouldn't happen, because it's probably a lot stronger.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way.
It looked really good. It looked clean. It kind of looked like it fell into the piece a little bit more.
A little more organic. So that's a real sweetie, guys.
Maybe we do 2 different bits.
For big ones.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're doing
Yeah.
some jumbos,
Yeah.
because we're talking about firing up the big glory hole. Take a peek over here, Dennis. Show them that big glory hole right there.
Not too close to the furnace, though.
See that big glory hole? It's huge. That's twice the size of our other glory hole. And we can make some big pieces in that glory hole, but I was talking to Jake about it. We haven't mentioned it to Michelle yet, but we really would like to do an evening with the big glory hole. So we're making big pieces just for the heck of it. You know, why not? I think it'd be a great option sometime here down the road.
That's right, folks. Sounds good. I don't know if you can see me behind this giant oxygen can, but that's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah.
So why don't we got a little bit of time. We're gonna do the giveaway here in a second, but why don't we take a quick walk around and we can give Uncle Dennis a quick break if he wants to grab some water. We can introduce Marissa real quick and
Hold it.
show off the gallery.
What about Uncle Dennis? There he is,
Yeah.
folks. He's the man.
15 seconds of fame, baby.
That's it. All American, looking good.
He's like, get out of here. That's long enough.
All you ladies out there, he's single and he's looking. Woo!
He said, give me a break.
You guys have microphones over there?
I got a microphone.
Get in there.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hi. That's Marissa. She's working on displays with Elise.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
I did speak about Marissa a little bit earlier. We're happy to have her here, and she's excited to meet you guys. And any other words of craziness for them?
I'm happy to meet everyone who comes in.
Yes.
All right.
Very good, folks.
Sweet.
Beautiful staff representation right there. And how about a little snail representation?
What about a check out the splashes real quick in the gallery?
You can show them the gallery and our new apple tree that Michelle has planted into the gallery.
You guys, we have an apple tree growing in the gallery. It's right here. It's a little tough to see, but check it out. It's right there in the middle of our garden splash display. Look at those. So if you are local, I don't even think these are on the web yet. If you are local, you got to come in. We sold a boatload of them this weekend. People were loving them. For anyone who's new, here's a little shot of the whole gallery. Elise over there. Hey, Elise, she's working on a special display by all our pendant lights. But this is the Glass Academy Gallery. It's a beautiful spot. And we'd love any of you folks that are local to come on in. Look at the straws. Tell me what's going on over here. And look at Jake's super display here. Jake's a madman. Look at these beautiful colored glasses you can get for summer parties, a set of whatever color you want. All right, all right. A crucible. That's what we have the glass inside the furnace, guys. This is a used one. This used one is cracked. See the crack right there? When they crack, we have to pull them out and the glass leaks out. But you can see how corrosive the glass is on the surface. Check that out. This particular crucible is like 99% alumina, which is a super, super high temperature, hard refractory, and it still can't hold up to molten glass. Molten glass is so corrosive that these things only last for about a year, no matter how well you take care of them. So that is what looks like in the furnace, but you can't see it when the furnace is hot because it's glowing orange. All right. Well, coming back over.
Well, here's my microphone. Thought I was handing it off to Command Central, but it's not even on yet.
Oh, here we have printer trauma. Check it out.
Oh my God.
What? Call the printer police.
Yeah.
That's
I
dangerous.
don't even know how she found those in there. I looked at every nook and cranny.
You're saying that the
Tech
printer wouldn't
support
work
just
and you
pulled
went
those
and
out of the
looked
printer?
everywhere?
I pulled out every drawer, put in more paper, did everything I could.
And those came out of the USB port? That's amazing. That's why Sam is our tech girl.
I know how to enlarge them.
Yeah. All right, well, you guys, right here, check it out. We we had 4 custom pieces. The last color garden splat had a snail on the inside. I'm telling
that was
you.
serious. And what
Yeah.
a save, too. It's got some history to it.
Big time.
So that one, I actually didn't write it on the sheet, but that one's going to be available online as well. That's the first, and each of our products, as you see them, when we did the slugs, over the course of 3 years of doing slugs, we've done them with backpacks, we've done them with pacifiers. That one was pretty recent. What else have we done them
Graduation hat.
with? Grad hats. I just made
grad hat.
I
really,
saw
did you see
that on the custom order table. That's pretty sweet,
the
Jake.
tassel on it.
Yeah.
A really sweet custom grad hat. It is graduation season. If you know anybody graduating, we're making really cool ones with your school colors.
Yep.
What else do we do?
Slug-wise, you mean?
We did
Yeah.
at Christmas time, the peppermint.
Peppermint slug. So all I'm saying is every single product's going to have either a custom order added to it or our crazy brains getting wild on them. So that was the first edition of the color splashes, having a little twist to them that usually comes from the show here. So if
Do you
anybody
think
wants to be...
you think it's possible that you could make a slug and put it on nestled in the center of a garden splash?
Probably, but they're so slimy the way you pull them off the pipe. It was hard enough to get those onto a patty and get them to fall off. Remember how we made that
But
pacifier one separate?
what if you just put a hot bit on the splash, and then the timing was right that you, instead of dropping it on the knockoff bench, you dropped it off onto the top of the thing and cut the tail. And
That's what I'm saying. It's a little crazy.
Okay, I interrupt this conversation. There's a question about batch. Does she
Uh-oh.
go outside? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
We were in the lounge and we heard all these birds squawking. I was like, what's going on outside? And then when we looked, Batch was walking in.
Sauntering around.
Yeah, coming
She's
in.
the bomb.
So she's allowed to go in and out. She can jump in and out of the windows. Probably now she's not jumping as much as she used to.
Well, back in the day, she used to go partying with all the neighborhood feline.
This is true.
Yeah.
I'd come and there'd be like all these male cats circling the building. Batch was in the inside.
Oh my God.
Hey, don't be bothering me.
Okay, Ricola Reed?
Giant Picola Reed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Giant isn't like 4 foot. I can't ship a 4-foot Ricola Reed. So giant is like 12 inches.
All right.
Large percola reed.
Sounds good.
Did you guys catch that? Sometimes we got to rein it in a little to make it achievable.
So this is going to be the giveaway for
Okay.
next week. And the giveaway question, once again, is... Thank you, Uncle Dennis. What is the favorite color in the garden? What is the favorite color in the garden?
Yeah.
Does that really make sense, folks?
What
is that
is the
correct?
favorite color in the garden? How about what is your favorite color in the garden? It's all right.
Anyway.
It's all right.
So you're doing the percola reed. That's your specialty. I haven't really had too much success other than the class ones with percola reed. So
Okay. I can do it.
go to town with that. Uncle Dennis, you got the camera. I'm
I
gonna
did
write
want to
down-
just do one thing right here while we're all sitting here. Check this out, guys. Look who's laying on top of the shelf back there.
Yeah.
That's Batch just conked out.
She's
from
passed
the heat.
out. Passed out.
Yeah.
Uncle Dennis, Carrie says, what up? Commenting to you. Just saw you in the chat. A little spider on Sharon's slug. Very true. Lisa, what's happening? Elizabeth, a trip to Michigan would be incredible. I've already mentioned it a couple times. End of July, we're going to have a crazy experience where you can be a part of it. You can just hang out and watch what's going on. You can do all kinds of stuff, but it's going to be a pretty wild, one-of-a-kind, large, hardcore weekend. That's all I can really say so far. We're going to get you the details as they come along, but if anybody's planning on coming to visit, I believe it's the 27th, July 27th, that weekend. Come on through. Here goes Chris with the large percola reed. Stay tuned for that snail piece on the website, folks. I'm going to get the information on the tech support here. John's asking for a percola reed as big as Chris's leg.
Yes. I made some pretty big ones for that last project I just did, guys, and they were big. Actually, my wrist is still recovering. I hurt it, and it's really messed with my golf game, which is important business because you can't be making stuff that messes with your golf game. So I'm going to do a yellow with some striations of green, as well as a little bit of red in there on the tip. I gotta remember that I can't make this too big.
Chris, how big are the ones on the exhaust hood back here? About how tall? Would you say like 16 inches?
No, that one right
20?
there, that one right there by the right thing's probably 30 inches, 33 inches.
About 55 inches.
6 feet.
Wow.
No, about 30 inches is the biggest one up there. I made some that for a job for a Marriott hotel in Cleveland at the Cleveland Key Center Marriott, and those I did 4-footers, you guys. They were big and they were beautiful.
4 feet is huge. Technical questions, folks. Where are the technical questions? You're doing a blown one. That's sweet.
because it is going to be large. But what kind of information are the new viewers interested in knowing about glass blowing? It's difficult for us sometimes to feel repetitive in what we're saying, but we know there are new viewers. So if there's something you don't understand about the glass, please don't be afraid to shoot it out. I know there's other new viewers watching as well, and people watch this show a lot during the rest of the week. So for those people that don't comment, can't comment live, if you're going to be the voice for them and they're going to learn a little more information, that's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, one of the things I want to take it way back. I'm talking way back, folks. This is glass, right there. That's what I'm talking about, and it's about. This is probably about 1,800 degrees right now. Watch this.
Oh, hey.
Smell good.
I'll pass.
Little finger.
I would love to try and make a horse after this. I think we might have time after this read, because I practiced a little bit. I still got to practice a little bit more, but I'm trying to be able to pull a horse much better. You will see. To pull on a horse, pull on its ears as you're driving it, and it rears its front legs. There's 3 great questions coming in. Folks, tech support just said Color Splash plus Snail is live on the website. If you love that first one with the snail accent, it is available for purchase, shipping included, into the website. I'm not sure what the cost on shipping is for that kind of weight, but you'll see it on there. Chris, if I'm not mistaken, those reeds are glued onto a metal platform.
They
right?
are.
UV
They're
glued.
yeah, they're UV fused.
Vicky's asking if we have iridescent colors. Vicky, this is one of the products we don't use very many iridescent colors.
Where's my tag?
So far, but we have a ton of beautiful iridescent colors. Look at this move. Taking the Color Splash technique into the percola reed. Here she comes.
So, batch going outside. Our studio's in an industrial subdivision, which are tool and die shops during the day. There's not a ton of traffic. Batch is super close because she eats or hangs out and watches the birds that go in the garden. So she's pretty safe. She's pretty well protected.
She knows what the deal is.
She's been living here for 20 years, since 2003.
There's no like train tracks or any.
There definitely is train tracks
right
there.
But she doesn't go in the back.
She's not venturing out too far. It's like an old
She's
folks
wise.
home.
She's wise.
They don't let the old folks wander around. I need some diamonds. Would you hand me those diamonds on the marble, Jake?
So a great question here coming in from Amy, which is a good one about this piece as well, is when we were talking about the 4 feet reeds, how did you anneal those?
In our big annealing oven.
Oh. That was at a different shop, correct?
We have a big annealing oven right on the other side over there. It's 5.5 feet long.
Oh yeah.
That's the one we use. It used to be on this side.
Never been fired up since I've been here.
Oh yeah, it's been fired up.
Not since I've been here.
Yeah, John's used it.
Oh really?
Yep.
Glow-in-the-dark colors are not something that's become too mainstream yet. They're not quite perfect. They trap a lot of bubbles in the glass, and they're a little bit toxic too. So that's not something we particularly work with. Some glass blowers are interested in that. Joey had been actually prototyping things for a color company back when he was working here at the Glass Academy. It's an old assistant of ours, an amazing guy. But not something we've dabbled in just yet. We've got the rainbow, glow-in-the-dark colors are a little out of our comfort zone as far as colors go.
Here we go, boys and girls.
Here it is.
Wow, almost came down on my head.
Playing basketball. No, these can stay out all year long, folks. These do not need to be pulled in during the winter time. They look beautiful with the snow on them. They look really gorgeous with snow all over them. The bright colors on top of that white snow is amazing. And obviously, if you're in Florida or if you're elsewhere, you don't need to worry about the snow. But nope, no need. Look at the facets and what he's pulling out. This is a big boy here. Big boy. We're already past the 12-inch mark.
I forgot you didn't want.
Yeah. All we can do is hope for a local customer to win this one.
Hope a local person wins it because it's sweet looking.
Help us out, Wheel of Names. Woo! Some of Chris's brothers have dabbled in glass blowing. Israel, who does a lot of metal work around here in Detroit, a lot of large sculptures, he has a fair hand in glass blowing for sure. I don't believe Eric's done much, and Adam has not either. He is working in the books. What's happening, Tracy? Watching on the YT. Got a lot of amazing subscribers watching from our YouTube channel, folks. Those are the people that make this show happen.
Now check out this, where I put those optical ridges, almost spines. They act as magnifying glasses. This is a gorgeous looking reed, you guys. Look at that. Someone's gonna win that badass piece, I'm telling you.
That is serious. That's gorgeous.
It's a big one. There's my hand for size. All right, I'm gonna give it a flash and we're gonna stick her away. I'll knock it right into the annealing oven.
That sounds perfect. Big welcome, folks, from all the Glass Academy addicts, everybody else. Jules here commenting. It's her first show she's watching, south of Toledo. Big glass lover. Jules, we just debuted, and if you watched back earlier in the show, a beautiful brand new garden piece. This is one of many garden pieces we have here at the Glass Academy on our website. You can check them all out. But I'm glad you're close, glad you're into the show. And this is a beautiful one. We're gonna be giving this away next week. Let me get the door for you.
I'll be right side. I'll nestle it down on the bottom.
Just nestle it right in there behind the Diskellos. Or, oh yeah, it's gonna fit right in there. Perfect. Nice.
Yes.
Squeeze.
Woo! Got her in there, folks.
Wow.
Now we got 15 minutes to make something else. I love it.
That's a lot of pieces. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I love that everybody's commenting.
Dennis, show them this when I cool it off when they see the true color. See how orange that looks, you guys? Now watch when I go in the water here. It's going to start turning brilliant yellow because that's what color it is. Super bright canary yellow.
You can see it on the edge, but it's a pretty thick moil.
That's
too.
why it's still so thick.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's starting to, it turns back orange again.
Right. You can see it on the tip there. Hopefully that doesn't explode in my
That's going to
eye.
be a beautiful piece. I don't know if I'll be around for the annealer reveal, but Jake will be a reveal in that one, and it's going to be sweet, guys,
Chris,
for the giveaway.
how's your pulled pony game?
Pulled pony?
Yeah.
It's been a long time, so I could try one. What about you?
You want to go first, or should I go first? I haven't quite figured it out yet.
I can try to pull a little pony.
All right, here we go, folks. This is top-notch Italian glass making. We haven't done this much on the show yet, but it could be something that we could do at least once a week so that you could see us improve, because by the end of this year, I'm going to be making them casually. I did try and make one of these at Nolan's. What, you're putting gold inside of it? Gold pony? What's... Why?
I don't know.
Just... Well, anyway, I tried to make one with Boma, and it was so stiff I couldn't do anything. It's crazy how nice this glass actually is.
Do we have my tweezers out?
Got the nice, thin, good ones. That's right. Wait for the what? The Derby? Preakness, it's called? Preakness? All right, well, maybe we'll just make a horse for every Derby that happens. Here he goes, folks. Here he goes. opted for the cold core.
Pulling a pony.
This is going to be a good one for the zoom. This is fine and detailed. Lips. Yep. Ears. Nice. Front arm. Next arm, the whole face is sculpted and it looks good, folks.
So when you go to Italy, there'll be some Italian guy making this, and he'll be like, ho, 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 wink, wink, wink. And they do this for tourists, and it gets people to buy them like crazy. They're so cool.
Yeah.
When we tried to learn how to do these, I never mastered it. They make it look so easy.
I'm going to master it. By the end of the year, I'm going to be doing them. That's pretty good for not having done it in quite a while.
I haven't done it in quite a while. Oh!
Foot down.
Trick is not to use the
Torch.
torch, but
That's just a three-legged horse. No big deal. Or it's got a little stump leg. I think you put a lot of red in that core of that thing. That's why I wasn't showing bright yellow.
right. No, I put no red on the inside. Only red on the tip.
Linda watching from Iowa. Love to hear it. Snail mug. Ooh. Your time will come, John. All right, it stands.
Crazy.
Look at that little cutie.
It's kind of got a stronger head. It's got the little tail.
Kind of bull-like.
He's doing the gallop.
All right, folks, here's what we can do. I've done 3 of them in the past 3 months, so here's number 4.
Nope, we don't anneal him. He's probably going to explode. But we'll leave him right there. Hopefully nobody will get one on the forehead when it blows up. All right, over here by Jake. Here he goes, folks. Big old mouth. He's got his lips a flapping. He's pissed.
That's my problem. The head always gets too big.
Arr. Whose turn? Mine. I know Jake inspired me to work hotter, guys. Yeah! You hear that? Some serious power.
One more pipe up for one more try from Jacob. It's tough, folks. Look at that little guy. He's going to explode very soon here.
I remember people making them, and it was really important to make sure that you really made the head tiny, and mine was pretty beefy too. So let's see what goes on here now.
Whoa.
Some seriously thick legs here, guys.
Chunk.
I'm really not sure what this is. Come on, look at it, you guys. That's got to be something. It's like some type of like crazy boar slash. That's what I was trying to make, was a wild boar, not a horse.
I think I know the trick to it now.
All right, let's see.
I know. I mean, there's
You
so
gotta
many
keep
tricks
it
to
all,
it.
it's supposed to
On the
all
pipe.
be on the pipe.
Yeah.
Except for the mouth when you pull it out.
The trick is now that, like, I mean, we could do it here, but
It's aardvarkish. The neck helped a lot.
he's kind of humpbacked. Ah!
Ooh,
Pigtail special.
the piglet tail.
It's definitely a little humpbacked. He's waving at you guys.
Make him wave.
Hey, everybody over there. Hey.
Oh!
Come on, he's gonna stand up just fine. There. He's high stepping. Look at those lips.
He's tooting his horn. Ba-da, ba-da. I think it might be Tusk. Does everybody remember Tusk from Cocoa Krispies? He
No.
trumpeted merrily because it was time for Cocoa Krispies. You remember those, Dennis, don't you? The cereal, Cocoa Krispies? There you go. All right, well, I think that's it.
I think that's about it, folks. It's a beautiful show. Show 162. We could take one more quick pan over our mini snails. Michelle has effortlessly or effortfully added all the pieces from tonight's show live on the show, so they're on the website, on the Gathering Point page. And if they're not sold and you're watching this on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, take a look anyway, because they might still be available. We know at least 2 of them sold. I haven't asked her what about the other 2. But we've got mini snails here, folks. This is probably the only time, at least for another probably 10 or so shows, that we will feature miniature snails. I'll show you them in my hand for one more time. This is number 1 for scale. And they're cuties. This is the only opportunity to pick the ones that you like. Otherwise, we're going to be doing custom orders. We'll have them in the gallery. We will feature them eventually on here as well, but I would say take a look and think about what you like, and if anything, take pictures of the color patterns you like, because you can always get a custom order later. You can always build your repertoire of inspiration in your camera roll, and that's very important to know what kind of glass you like, because when the time does come that you get a custom order and or you're just searching online and you want to remember what really gets you going, you can look through that inspiration camera roll. It's really important. We all, as artists, have our own inspiration rolls, and you got to know what you like, and you got to keep it contained and know what's going on with it. So that's the plan, folks. We're really happy that the phone didn't explode today. It's the first super, it's got to be at least 75 or 80 out today here in Michigan and Dearborn. So we're happy the phone didn't explode on us.
I don't even understand how there's not spring in Michigan. It goes from freezing cold and snow on everything to like 80.
We had a nice week and a week and a half of medium weather, and it was rainy and nice.
It was like a zillion degrees.
Flowers, color all
Yeah,
over the place.
everything's, like,
Really
blooming.
beautiful.
Super, super good right now.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything's
So,
bursting. interesting.
Thank you, everyone.
Yep.
Guys,
Appreciate each and every one of you.
see you next week, 163.
163, folks. Have a beautiful week. We'll see you for the anneal reveal on Thursday.